Imagine waking up tomorrow and learning that your entire reality, your thoughts, experiences, and the world around you, isn't real but a complex simulation. It's a mind-bending concept, but some of the brightest minds in philosophy and science believe it's worth serious consideration. This is the simulation hypothesis, a theory that could change how you view existence itself. The simulation hypothesis was popularized by philosopher Nick Bostrom in 2003. His argument starts with a simple but startling premise. If advanced civilizations can create hyper-realistic simulations of life, the chances are high that we are already inside one of those simulations. Bostrom's logic presents three possibilities. Either no civilization ever reaches the technological capability to simulate entire worlds, or advanced civilizations decide never to create simulations for ethical or other reasons. But if simulations can be created and become common, then statistically, it's likely that most beings like us are already living in a simulated world rather than base reality. It's easy to dismiss this as science fiction. But think about the rapid advancements in technology. Virtual reality is already transforming how we interact with the digital world. AI is evolving faster than ever, capable of creating increasingly lifelike simulations. Video games, once pixelated and simple, now feature expansive virtual worlds with rich detail. Imagine if technology continues this trajectory for another 1,000 years. Could simulations of entire civilizations with sentient beings really be that far-fetched? Elon Musk has famously weighed in on the subject, suggesting that there's a high probability we're already in a simulation. His reasoning is based on the exponential growth of computing power. If at some point we can create virtual realities that are indistinguishable from physical reality, how would anyone inside that simulation know the difference? It would be impossible. This theory connects with deep philosophical questions about reality. For centuries, philosophers have asked whether what we perceive is truly real. Consider the thought experiment known as the brain in a vat. In this scenario, a brain is removed from its body and hooked up to a computer that feeds it sensory input. As far as the brain is concerned, it would experience a completely convincing reality. It would never know it was just a brain in a vat. How different is this from our current experience if, hypothetically, we're inside a simulation? Now, you might be wondering, if this is true, does it even matter? How would knowing that reality is simulated change your life? One practical takeaway is to reassess how much control you believe you have over your environment. If reality is programmed, then perhaps there are limits to what can be perceived or achieved within it. But on the flip side, if simulation theory is correct, it suggests that the boundaries of reality may be more flexible than we imagine. Reality may behave like a set of rules in a video game. With awareness, you could gain new insights into how to navigate life's challenges by understanding that many perceived limitations might not be as rigid as they seem. The hypothesis also forces us to confront the question of purpose. If this is a simulation, who or what created it? Are there hidden objectives for us to discover, or are we simply the byproducts of an experiment? Perhaps the creators, if they exist, are observing how we handle moral, technological, and existential challenges. However, not everyone agrees with the hypothesis. Many scientists and philosophers remain skeptical, pointing out that there is no empirical evidence to support the idea. They argue that while it's an interesting thought experiment, it's ultimately unprovable. Moreover, critics suggest that the computational resources required to simulate an entire universe may be astronomically high, making the theory unlikely from a practical standpoint. So where does this leave us? Even if we can't definitively prove or disprove the simulation hypothesis, entertaining the possibility can expand your perspective. It challenges you to think beyond the physical world and question the assumptions that guide your daily life. What if your experiences are designed to test your growth, your decisions, or your relationships with others? Would that change how you approach your goals or how you interact with the world? The key takeaway from all of this is not to become consumed by existential doubt but to embrace curiosity. Keep asking questions about the nature of reality and your role within it. Whether or not we live in a simulation, the journey of inquiry can provide meaning and insight. Maybe that's the real purpose of this exploration, to seek understanding and, in doing so, transform how we live. Let me know what you think. Do you believe we're living in a simulation, or is this all just a fascinating thought experiment? Share your ideas in the comments below, and if you found this video intriguing, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into reality, philosophy, and science.